Alright YouTube, ECW number 1 back here again. I'm just going to do a quick video now of my thoughts and my opinions on how the WWE Over the Limit pay-per-view played out. I watched it last night and I just finished rewatching it just to solidify my opinions and thoughts on the show overall. So yeah, if you haven't seen it, I'll just explain what happened and give my thoughts on it and how I thought it went down. So the show started off with obviously the big introduction, and first came out R-Truth for obviously his match against Rey Mysterio. What I liked is I'm liking how they're not doing any entrance music for R-Truth right now and just keeping it all with his reaction, with his kind of mental breakdown of sorts. Like the only thing was the on the screen and through the audio, the truth has set me free, and then it's complete silence. I really do like that because it just R-Truth talking to himself. It just kind of creates a little bit of air of interest there. So I like that. And then he went into the ring and cut what I thought was a pretty decent promo. Every week he's getting better on the mic. He's still kind of blabbering on a bit and making still a little bit nonsense he's speaking, but I'm liking it. I really do like R-Truth's heel turn. He's one of my favourites right now because he's interesting me right now. So big props to Truth there. A good promo to start the show. Just I thought it was really good. And obviously then Rey comes out to start her match. The match itself was better than I expected, to be honest. I'm not sure how much time they had, but they had enough to solidify the match as good enough to be on pay-per-view, and a decent match between the two of them. R-Truth picks up the win with the kind of reversed. What was it? It was kind of. Was it like Shelton Benjamin's old move, the Haymakers? Can't remember. Was that what it's called? I can't even remember. It's kind of the backdrop DDT type thing. I'm too tired right now to think. But yeah, it was a decent match. I thought it was very good. Well, not very good. Yeah, what am I talking about? Thought it was good for Truth and Rey. Never seen them really put on a match together, so I thought it was pretty decent. I enjoyed the match. It was a good way to open the show. Okay, next match on the card was the Intercontinental Championship match between Wade Barrett of the Core and Ezekiel Jackson. One quick note, while Wade Barrett was entering the ring, I noticed that the IC title has been refurbished again, just like cleaned up. I think obviously they've swapped them around recently again and it's got the smaller strap now with the 2x5 snap boxes, and I think it was a 2x6 on the other side replacing the 2x8. So there's just a little thing about the belt that I enjoyed. It looks amazing as well. So yeah, the match itself between Wade Barrett and Big Zeke was I'm still not completely sold on Ezekiel, just because he's not proven that much yet. He's good, I'll give him that, but he's not really, I didn't think, deserving of the IC title yet. So I was happy to see Wade Barrett keeping the title, even though it was a disqualification due to the interference of Justin Gabriel and then Heath Slater. I half expected, for some reason, before the match, I kind of wanted Zeke to be destroying Barrett and then maybe Skip Sheffield or someone returns that, because I really do want Skip Sheffield to come back because I always liked him. And I watched a bit of Tough Enough 2004, the $1 Million Tough Enough, which he was a part of, and I really realised how good he actually is. He was very good in Tough Enough, even though that season was kind of more of a reality show than anything, and wasn't really what it is today, even though I've only seen one episode of the current Tough Enough, so I can't really judge. But yeah, I thought that could have been a possibility, but obviously they didn't choose to do that. Maybe he's not ready to come back yet. But yeah, decent match between Wade Barrett and Zeke. Shame about the finish. I would prefer the clean finish, but maybe this will continue the storyline along for a longer while, which I wouldn't honestly mind. It's decent for both of them. I just hope Barrett eventually loses and then moves up to the main event world title status on SmackDown. So yeah. Then it went to a backstage segment where CM Punk and Mason Ryan were walking backstage discussing their forthcoming match with Big Show and Kane when they walked in on McGillicuddy and Otunga attacked in their locker room, and Big Show and Kane did that. Yeah. So just the classic eliminating of the backup sort of. So I thought that was cool. The next match was Sin Cara, something like that, versus Chavo Guerrero, and I was getting some heat earlier because I kept on saying that Sin Cara hasn't proven anything to me. People were talking to me on chat, just like, he's amazing, he doesn't botch anything on SmackDown anymore. Yeah, that's because SmackDown's taped. Not much more I can say than that. SmackDown's not live, so that's why Sin Cara is on SmackDown, because anytime he does botch, it can be edited out. So it's as simple as that. People that don't think he's been botching on SmackDown, I'd put money on that he has, to be honest, and just say that they've edited it out. Edited it out. The fuck? That's not even a word. Edited it out. Sounds good though. But yeah, that was just that. So Sin Cara versus Chavo. I expected this to be a very good match. It was kind of meh, to be honest. I still think, well, he's still got a lot to prove to me, to be honest. Chavo carried this match quite well, and if given a little more time, I think it would have been very good. I'll say it was a good match. I enjoyed it, kept me interested throughout, and was a good. It deserved to be on pay-per-view, I think. Only just though. Okay, next match, the tag team title match between Big Show and Kane against the new nexus of Mason Ryan and CM Punk. Obviously, I would want CM Punk to win this match so he doesn't suffer a 17th pay-per-view loss out of the last 18, but sadly that did happen. Although what I'm hoping now is that Punk moves on to the WWE title picture where he belongs, because he shouldn't be stuck in the tag title picture, not the US title picture, but he deserves to be in the main event, in world title matches, in WWE title matches, because he's capable and everyone knows he deserves it, because he's so damn good. So yeah, it was for a tag match. It was decent, obviously quick, because the guys in the ring weren't that, apart from Punk, aren't all that talented ring wise, but decent match. I'm not going to make any complaints. Next match was the Divas title match between Brie Bella and Kelly Kelly. I expected Karma to interfere in this match or come out at the end, but sadly that didn't happen, which I think a lot of people were disappointed about, because I think that's what. I know a large portion were upset about it on my Facebook account, on posting on the wall and on the homepage, that's it, and everyone saying, oh, Karma didn't come out, what's up with that? But yeah, you gotta have more to the Divas division, if you can call it a division, than just one dominating woman. So I think it was good that she didn't come out for once, and just so to prove that the Divas division is not now focused around her, but the title matches still matter. So it was good. For the competitors in the ring, Kelly Kelly and Brie Bella, they're not the best. The match did bore me, to be honest, to the point that I didn't even pay attention to them, which is hard to believe, but I ended up just staring at Nunzio, who was the referee. I noticed that every time he kneels down, he pulls his trouser legs up a bit. I was just like, oh, that's interesting. Oh, the match is over, alright. About time. Classic Divas match, not much to say. I thought it was boring, and I assume a lot of people did, to be honest. Okay, next match was very anticipated by a lot of people, obviously, because it's Randy Orton versus Christian for the World Heavyweight Championship. My pick from the start was Randy Orton, because I don't see Christian winning the title back. I don't see him winning it back for probably ever, to be honest, but definitely not this soon. I wouldn't be surprised if he wins it back, but I just don't see it happening. This match was very good, I'd say, actually. It was an impressive match, both put on a good show. No complaints here, it was pretty decent, obviously, to finish with the RKO at the end, and good match. No complaints here, it was worth watching, I enjoyed it. Some good spots, it was given the right length of time, and it delivered. So that's one of the surprising times that Christian and Randy Orton haven't bored me all that much. But yeah, that's about it for that match. The next match was, oh my god, finally, Jerry the King Lawler versus Michael Cole in the Kiss My Foot match. Finally the feud is over, or so we hope. Obviously, the Kiss My Foot match, the loser of the match would have to kiss the loser's feet, and thank God this was a short match. I liked the little promo beforehand of Cole bringing out a doctor's note saying it was in his athlete's foot was infected and everything, and it was unsafe for him to compete. What I loved though was the referee when he was reading the note, just the look on his face when he was tearing it up. He looked like he was about to fucking, I don't know. That was a bit of a fail there. He looked like he was about to fucking, I don't know. No, but he looked absolutely mental as well. I don't know why. He just looked so angry, which I loved. But yeah, that's how the match started off. Cole, obviously, because of that, wasn't wearing ring gear. He was just in his suit, which got torn apart straight away. But the match was short. Just after King threw Cole into the coal mine, destroying it, it ended with Jerry the King Lawler's obviously off the top rope. Good match, I thought. No, it wasn't. But the aftermath was good. What I thought, the King, before making Cole kiss his feet, brought out, who was it, Eve first, then JR. It was good. Eve did the, oh, fucking hell, that moonsault off the top rope. Her knees rammed right into Cole's ribs. That looked so painful. Oh, it just looked sore as hell. And then JR obviously comes out after Cole's down. King calls him out and pours the barbecue sauce all over Cole, which I thought this was brilliant. How they had them come out just to tie up all the loose ends of this Cole feud. So hopefully it doesn't have to go on any longer, because I think I speak for a large portion of the audience now who are bored of it. But I think this was the best way to end it, just tying up all the loose ends in one go. And then finally getting Jerry the King Lawler's revenge by making him kiss his feet, while Bret Hart had Cole in the sharpshooter, which I thought was a nice touch, having Bret Hart there due to the past incident between King and Bret Hart in their Kiss My Foot match. So it was a good way to kind of set that up for the actual kissing of the feet when Jerry Lawler stuck his toe in his mouth. Ugh, while Cole was covered in JR's barbecue hot sauce. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. Good way to end it. Didn't take up too much time on pay-per-view, just like it shouldn't have at Mania. It should have been the other way around. The Mania match should have never happened, and this should have just happened at Mania, I think, personally. But, oh well. Finally, hopefully it's finally over. And finally, the last match of the night was the I Quit match for the WWE Championship between John Cena and The Miz. I thought this was an interesting match, because I always said like, I Quit matches, no disqualification. Why don't they just have, like, if the person in the I Quit match has like a sidekick or a manager or a partner, why don't they just get involved as well? And finally they did that, having Alex Riley basically team with Miz in a handicap match against Cena, but which Cena took a hell of a beating, to be honest. The candlestick shots, the chair shot to the back of the head, which I thought, I didn't see it, don't remember it too well, but when he was stuck in the barricade, I'm sure Miz hit him. It was either the shoulder or the back of the head, which, man, that looked nasty. If he hit him wrong, then that could be dangerous for Miz. But nonetheless, and even the whipping of the belt was insane. The welts were showing up on Cena's back, on his torso from the canes. It was insane. It's a lot of pain he had to put up with for that match. But one thing I didn't like, and I've already had an argument about this, was the fact that Cena, I'm bored of the Super Cena now, to be honest. The fact that he took a beating for, I think it was close to maybe 15-20 minutes, and then instantly, in a span of 2 minutes, what, 2 periods? The fuck? In a span of 2 minutes after the match was restarted, after Miz made Cena say I quit with a voice recording in Alex Riley's phone, after 2 minutes, just a few whips of the belt, and then STF. I didn't think it should have ended that quick. I think 2 or 3 minutes more would have been decent. Just give Miz a little bit more of a beating, just to make it a little more believable, because I just didn't like the end of that, to be honest. I think it would have been better if it lasted longer with Cena beating down Miz. Maybe even just giving him an attitude adjustment or two off the car or something that were on the stage, or onto the stage even then, and then the STF. I think that would have been more believable, just so he inflicts at least a little bit more damage on Miz before making him say I quit, because it did make Miz look very weak. But yeah, I'm okay. I'm happy with all the results. in all, very good pay-per-view. I think it's better than Mania, better than Extreme Rules. I think it's the best pay-per-view so far of 2010. Royal Rumble wasn't that bad. It was quite boring. Elimination Chamber was meh as well. WrestleMania was pretty poor by Mania standards, and Extreme Rules was nothing special. So I'd say so far this is the best pay-per-view of the year for me. And all the matches, I'd say, delivered actually. The hype was decent, the card was good, and the matches were all pretty damn good. So good pay-per-view, good results. Just hopeful now that Wade Barrett will lose the title soon, feud on SmackDown with the world title. CM Punk, fingers crossed, will be the next contender for the WWE title. We can hope. And yeah, so if you want, give me your feedback, what you thought of the show. And yeah, that's this review over. So comment, rate, subscribe. Thank you for watching.